Alright, that's video LAN, which I used to preview the train wreck. Apparently my musical skill has gone up with age. I don't know how. I've basically been doing nothing but down, bow, 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 bow. Maybe that's it. It's all the head banging. So I'm from Al Wahwa in Qatar. I'm a 24-year-old woman in a place that was even worse than where I used to live. And, alright, so, yeah. In general, welcome back to Let's Play Real Lives 2010. Lisa Kepkitter, who is formerly from Tanzania, who's apparently told the British to screw off, and, yeah. Apparently, my conscience went to eggs. It kind of looks like a little knitting needle now. My endurance was like, yes! And then went to crap. My strength went to crap. My athleticism went up and is generally at crap. My musical abilities apparently have been the only thing to improve with age. My intellect is kind of herp derp. Actually, no. I feel like I'm extremely happy, but my health really is, like, juddery. Yeah, these are the wealth comparisons where it basically goes derp derp hop, derp 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 hop. Let's see my family. Look at the extended family. This is a huge extended family of meaningless scrubs that we will basically completely ignore. Yeah, I'm just gonna age her, yeah! I've got my 3 cars and I'm homeless. I guess I could live in the car. Because you've got the phones and the TVs and I guess the radios are in the car and your sister is sexing up Peter and your brother Roberto has moved out and your father is old and so is your mother and everyone's old. Your daughter Nancy started a relationship with Henry, but do I approve? Well, he's 16 and he's not very wise, but he's worth an acceptable amount of sure. Go ahead and have the sex. Made a profit of business actually not doing very well. You're not making contributions to charity. No. I was gonna do it and then you. Oh, fine. I will buy another country. I will buy, no, I will not buy the Windows Start bar. I will buy Scotland. There, I've just bought Scotland. Ooh, that's not enough money to have bought Scotland. Now I have bought Scotland. Now apparently New Zealand's actually gone up in value. I guess all the sheep are worth something. Sorry about that. We're still basically eating dirt, living homeless, because that's how I roll. At the period of my life where I'm kind of like, I must experience herp derp. And Peter Gabriel broke up with my sister. Apparently there was to be no sledgehamming. Brother Robert is having sex with Mario. Brother Robert, Maria has graduated from secondary school, you bastard. You actually got to go to school. Brother Robert found a job, and then she died. And then your brother Thomas moved out. And then Martha Stewart moved in with someone and started labeling them in the forehead. And Nancy's graduated from school, and Henry and you must get on with the sex and the babies and made money. Would you like to risk $5? You didn't win! Oh no! I win the lottery every year. Not only do I win the lottery every year, I win the lottery 40 times every year. Alright, I'm gonna go back And now the game's done harassing me, I'm moving back in, I'm going back on Italian food, I'm giving the church money, and I'm buying lots of TVs. I think 3 years on the dole is enough. I don't really need to live in the sewer eating people's piss, and yeah, it's just not as good of a beverage as it's made out to be. Some of it's better than others, but I mean, you know, piss is still just not as good, really, as say Dr. Pepper or. Although a lot of Americans like to drink beer, which a lot of people outside of America would say is pretty much like drinking piss. So I don't know. Maybe it works for some people. Your brother Thomas's girlfriend Martha had sex, and your brother Thomas's girlfriend Martha got another job. She's apparently not good at jobs. Harry Biel and your daughter Nancy's broken up with that bastard. I'm going to add his genitals to the pile. So that's 2 people now that we've psychically removed the testicles of and threw them into the great volcano. Where Siren's Eye monitors to make sure the geldings don't come like, I want my balls back, and we're like, no! You're spending very little compared to others. Well, yes, let's move back into abject poverty and be a dump truck. In fact, just to go with the part, I'm gonna get the job of a beggar. Now that you're completely and utterly busy, you can spend your life watching television. It's another joke of this game. I don't know if it's intentional or if it's a joke. If you have a job of beggar, it doesn't count as you actually having a job, because you can still use get a job. I think it's considered like not employed, but you get paid for it. Whereas just not doing anything is you just sit on your butt all day like, Maria Bayo and your brother Robert have married. Maybe they'll stay together. More family notices. Thomas, and then Thomas died of tapeworms, except he didn't. Oh, yeah, continue attending school. The game just offered, like, would you like to tear your daughter out of college? Apparently the male Americans are not even... Oh wait, there's no male American. Wait, I allowed you to continue going to school, and you immediately go become a freight handler. Are you mentally retarded like your would-be father? Yeah, you can continue attending school. Don't immediately get a piss poor job. Get a job that pays $800 million like mine just did. Would you like to invest some of your money? Why, yeah, I think a high-risk stock. I'm going to lend some money to a Nigerian prince and hope it all works out. I've heard that some of them are pretty legit, so I don't know. Let's just put all of our cash on hand into this. That's not even enough of it. It's just needs more zeros, really. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Nigerian prince, have $40 billion. Maybe you'll know what to do with it. I'm gonna be age 29. So, yeah, we have not actually yet achieved brokenness. We don't have enough children to achieve brokenness, and seeing as we're infertile, I can't do the brokenness that actually makes the game crash. But a 13-year-old, okay. Apparently he's not very wise either. He's also very stupid. No, I don't approve of dump truck. You should only see people who are intelligent. My spending is creeping up. And I made $1 billion this year. No, I need to... Sure. Oh no, I didn't win the lottery, except I did. No. I'm spending very little. No. Game, every time you tell me I'm not still homeless, I was buying televisions and Italian food, but living under a bridge. It's my new gimmick. Every time the game hounds me for not spending enough money, I'm just gonna go total nothing and just be like, we live under a bridge and we eat dirt. That is totally how you have the longest lifespan possible. Living under a bridge, eating dirt. I should make one of these lives just basically say you're only allowed to be homeless and beg and see how well that goes. You just have tons of children and they'll beg, and we'll call it Nigeria, the simulation. I mean, Ethiopia. I mean, right. Daddy Jones' boyfriend John has found apparently she only asked for approval the once, and another $1 billion, yeah! I'm spending very little money apparently, even though I can't possibly spend more. I will spend no money just to piss you off, game. Wonder how the... What? The Nigerian prince actually... The Nigerian prince actually came through and transferred me an extra $10 billion. And my purchasing Scotland and New Zealand has just netted more $1 billion. Right. I don't know what to say other than I definitely need to take out a 30-year loan for $1. Your request has been denied. Minimum is 8,000. We'll reach 30. Have more children. I have a 1-year-old named Aaron. Have more children. You have a 9-year-old named Robert. I create another Robert. Have more children. Another Robert. Hold on, let's just recap this. We have Nancy, Joan, Aaron, Robert, not to be confused with Robert, and he has a brother, Robert. There are now 3 Roberts. None of them have proper suffixes. And so it's just going to say Robert, Robert, Robert. Oh, that's great. Now here's Qatar. What does it look like at night? What does it look like with words? And then we change it so the name... See, apparently what's wrong is that cities actually change. Like, when it becomes nighttime, they become cities, but when it comes daytime, they're countries. I guess that's intentional to show the difference, but it just kind of looks like an accident. Speaking of accidents, there's this chicken scratch over here that has a lot of zeros, and... Oh, there we go. Your daughter is... You bastard! I will drown you and throw you in a ditch. Robert, go ahead and keep going to school. I don't know which Robert you're talking about, ostensibly the other one. My spending is creeping up. You're tired of eating dirt under the bridge. You probably went straight to gourmet. So yes, I appear to be out of time for this video. The only thing I have to say is that we definitely need to add more zeros for next year. So I will see you then!